Hey, Matevz here, and the following is an interview between me and one of our past clients, Vlad Gvozdic, who runs a cold email marketing agency in Canada. And he basically wanted to enter YouTube but had problems with camera confidence. He didn't know what equipment to actually use, and he didn't know what device would fit his case. So he was kind of confused, but he wanted to start it because he saw that every time he sent a video to one of his prospects that might become clients, the close rate jumped a lot. And also, every time he got a client that had a good social media presence, especially on YouTube, the cold email results were a lot better. So he got convinced that he needed to start YouTube too, and he contacted me to help him out. And we focused on solving the problems that he had, so building up his camera confidence. We actually did that in almost a day. Like, it took a day to take him from not being comfortable at all to being pretty comfortable on camera and looking pretty natural. Also, we figured out a setup, and we posted the first video. He now has the whole process. He knows how to do it in less than 3 hours per week, and now he can nurture his leads, get more clients, and basically grow the business faster. I hope you enjoyed the interview, and I'll see you. Thanks. So first, could you just introduce yourself briefly, the name, what your business does, and yeah.
Sure. My name is Vlad Gvozdic. I run leadhunter.net. We work with B2B businesses to send cold emails, book calls, get leads, and yeah, just basically lead generation through cold email.
Okay, and why did you want to get into YouTube in the first place as a cold email agency?
So I've done YouTube on my own for a little bit. I found that when I sent videos like VSLs to potential clients, if they would watch the video, there's a very good chance they would book a call. Like, people who actually finished the 20-minute video I would send them had like a 90% chance of booking a call. So I figured if I can do that with videos that I just send through outreach, then I can get inbound leads through YouTube videos as well.
Yeah. Did you try to learn it on your own before or no?
Briefly, very briefly. I kind of looked into like video setup and stuff like that, but I figured my time was better spent doing other stuff, so I wanted to just hire someone that already knew it.
Interesting. Okay, so what was video setup was one thing preventing you from starting, but were there any other kind of big problems that were preventing you from just starting creating more YouTube videos?
Yeah, I found myself feeling pretty awkward on video. Like, I'm much more comfortable in like Zoom calls, sales calls that live with like back and forth than I am on camera. So having like that coaching for what you're supposed to do, what the kind of prep is looking like, how video creation differs from just doing a call like this, was probably the biggest thing, alongside the lighting. Obviously, like, the lighting was another big thing.
Okay, interesting. So did you, before you booked a call with us, did you look into any other coaching programs or courses or anything else, or did you just directly book a call with us?
No, I came across your YouTube video somehow. I'm not really I don't really remember. Maybe it was like through LinkedIn. I think it might have been through LinkedIn and then YouTube,
Yeah.
or it might have even been just YouTube first. And then yeah, I just booked a call from there because I figured if I can find your YouTube video and it's interesting, it could probably help me do the same.
Yeah. Interesting. So the YouTube video was the main reason?
Yeah, YouTube video, and just seeing that, you're pumping this out. You obviously know what you're talking about. And yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. I actually didn't know that. I thought you found me on LinkedIn. So that's good to know.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure. Like, it might have been LinkedIn to YouTube.
Yeah,
Like,
some
LinkedIn might have
connection.
been what showed me you on
Hmm.
YouTube. Or I don't really remember how it was exactly, but I've definitely, like, before talking, I watched your YouTube videos.
Yeah. Okay. That's good to know. Okay, so what was the goal behind starting YouTube in the first place then? Was it to get? Yeah, go ahead.
Two things. Obviously, lead generation, like getting more inbound leads, as well as when I'm doing outbound, having more credibility for those. Right. It's not just like one VSL that I have and like one or two low quality videos on the YouTube channel. It's more like professionally done videos on the channel associated with the VSL that I'm sending them. Same with advertising. Like if
Mm.
when I'm running ads on like LinkedIn, um, VSLs would lead to like them looking up my name, right, and then seeing a YouTube channel. So it's kind of like a more holistic approach, but obviously,
Yeah.
like just lead generation itself is also a goal.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. And you said, I remember when we talked on one coaching call, you told me that every time you get a client for cold email, like just outreach, that if they have a strong social presence, the cold outreach results are a lot better.
Yeah, oh, 100%. So like when we're actually sending emails as our clients, like in our client's name, if they've got like a bunch of reviews, whether it's like it's like I don't know, Trustpilot, or if they've
Hmm.
got like popular Instagram or popular YouTube, or just a very well built out, organized professional website, their LinkedIn, right? If you type in their name and their LinkedIn is like they have like 5,000 plus followers, they're very active. Having that, because what people do when they get cold outreach is they'll, if it looks at all interesting, first thing they do is they Google the person or the company.
Mm.
Usually they'll Google the person. So like they'll type in or either copy paste into Google like the first name, last name of the person that contacted them. And then they'll look into like, okay, what do these people do? Is this worth my time even to respond to look into? Um, and for people that have that presence, if it's like rewards, accolades, something like that, then it just makes a lot more sense for them to respond. Like it just increases response rates, like positive response rates drastically.
Yeah,
Drastically,
it's more
actually.
trust. Yeah.
100%. It's a big trust factor. Yeah, definitely.
Mm. Okay. Interesting. Um, what were your when you entered the program when we started coaching? What were your first impressions? What stood out?
Probably it was pretty comprehensive and very systematized. Like you obviously had a system in place that you are guiding people through, a system that you're also using, right? I could see
Hmm.
how from watching your videos, from watching how you do things, I could see parts of the system that I learned in your videos. Everything from the thumbnails to like kind of how your videos are structured to the editing, all of that stuff. I can see you use that system for yourself as well. So that was probably the biggest thing that stood out, that it's very like organized and systematized.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Did you have any big unlocks that you achieved during the program?
Um, I would say probably how comfortable I feel on camera.
Hmm.
Just being comfortable enough to where like I can do a 30-minute take, right? And I know that it doesn't have to be perfect in one go. I can do multiple versions of a sentence, multiple versions of a paragraph while still continuing to record.
Mm.
And then just kind of saying, okay, send it to an editor and they'll take care of it. That was a pretty big one. The lighting thing, actually, something that you know a lot of people will discount is the importance of good lighting,
Hmm.
like proper studio lighting, and what a big difference they can make in the final product. Like if you just look at yourself, like if I look at some of my old videos that I took down versus the new videos that we're making now, the difference in feel, I guess,
Hmm.
is pretty big. Like you can see a big difference in how I look, how the background looks, all of that.
Yeah, and you shoot with an iPhone, right?
Yeah, I shoot with an iPhone 16 Pro. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Um, how long? I know we spent a little bit more time on the first video because that's always the case. The first video,
Yeah.
you learn
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
What do you think the time spent on a video will be when you repeat the process a couple times?
So I've kind of, in terms of just shooting, I would say the like more 15-20 minute videos will probably take me at least 2 hours
Hmm.
of takes until I get into a flow, get into something I'm comfortable with. But like the shorter 5 to 10 minute videos, I can probably get done in an hour. And then it's another hour of going back and forth with the editor and with the thumbnail designer to get everything done, and to like obviously have to rewatch the video, right? Whenever you get it back from the
Yeah.
editor, you want to rewatch it. So depending on the length of the video, you can speed it up and all that. But you want to, so the longer the video, I would say it's like 20-minute video will probably take 2 to 3 hours total. 5-minute video will take like 1 to 2 hours total or something like that.
Yeah, so you feel like it's realistic that you would be able to grow on YouTube in less than 3 hours per week?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's like the first video that we made, the biggest time investment was just me sitting there trying to get comfortable on camera, saying the script over and over, changing cadence, changing how I sound, changing like how I look at the camera, how I'm sitting, the position of my chair, all of that stuff until I get to a point where I'm comfortable with it. I must have done like 20 takes probably until I got one that was like, okay, this is not bad. This is something I'm comfortable presenting the world, sending it to the editor and letting them do their thing. And then like now I have kind of my own process for a video, where, I know what I'm going to do when I sit down. I know what tabs I need to have open for one. I know what software I'm going to be using. I know how I'm going to be using it. I know what parts I want to look at the camera and not look at the camera. All that stuff is kind of, it's something I'm much more comfortable with.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. So would you say, because most people think that YouTube is hard to do, would you say YouTube is hard to understand and do now?
No, I wouldn't say it's hard. It's just something that you have to, like, there's no real full outsourcing, right? You still have to be the one on video.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it's hard. No, I think it's just, you have to understand that it's a longer term play, that like with cold outreach, right? We'll get success very quickly. Like we'll know very quickly what the expected success rate will be, like within the first week of sending, right? With YouTube, you're looking at like 3, 6, 12-month time periods to gauge success. Because it is it kind of snowballs, right? First video is just one video. Second video plays off the first video. Third video plays off the first 2 videos, and so on. So I wouldn't say it's hard. It's just a consistency thing. Like you have to remain consistent with it.
Yeah. Okay. And with less than 3 hours a week on it, would you say it's hard to stay consistent?
Probably not. A lot of stuff can be outsourced. The only thing you're really spending time on is in front of the camera and reviewing whatever you get sent, like the actual edited stuff. So if you had to do like all the editing and stuff yourself, that would probably make it very difficult. Yeah, like if you were like doing everything from start to finish, that would make it difficult to be consistent. But like with this system, I don't think so. No.
Yeah. Okay, great. So what are your plans for content, YouTube, for kind of the future of the brand?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking to do one email marketing video every week, and then potentially branching out into more like funnel stuff, some more like lead magnet things, like how lead magnets work with, as well as advertising. Like my background is running paid advertising, so adding that as like kind of a back end offer. But really, just I've seen the benefits of it already, so I plan to continue it.
Yeah. Do you have any plans on doing the repurposing that we talked about, like taking a YouTube video, cutting it up, putting it on LinkedIn and other stuff, or?
Yeah, that's another part of the plan. So that's something that I want to probably hire like an in-house editor to do, to like keep costs steady, and then I can just get the editor to be working on that and other stuff like basically every day, and then do that for LinkedIn, repurpose it into LinkedIn posts, repurpose it into YouTube Shorts, post the actual videos on LinkedIn, all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Amazing. Good. So the last question I have is, what advice would you give to yourself if you were on the fence on starting YouTube and starting the program, knowing what you know now?
I would say probably the biggest thing that I would have hesitated about was can I be comfortable on camera? Can I look comfortable on camera? That was probably the biggest thing holding me back. Like YouTube was something that was going through my mind. Like it's such a good leverage tool to get your brand in front of people. But if you're awkward on camera, if you're not happy with how it looks, and that it is possible to learn it, and that it's actually not that difficult to learn it, that it's not something where like you have to be super charismatic or you have to be super like photogenic or anything like that, that it can be fairly simple to learn, and maybe you're not going to be phenomenal, but you'll be good enough to where, okay, you're comfortable putting this out for the world.
Yeah, it's a good thing like that we are not creating entertainment channels where you have to be special.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just educational channels. It's all about the value, and if you have the knowledge, it's not that hard, right?
Yeah, it's not entertainment. Like I don't care about views. I just care about, does this fit my target audience? Like would they find this interesting? And then everything else follows from there.
Yeah. Okay. Amazing. Great. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, I think that's it. I really enjoyed working with you. Like you've been very professional, very responsive. We've gone a lot back and forth on WhatsApp, so I definitely was very happy working with you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, great.